children, hope you all are keeping well. Do you like to listen to a story? This is Jack. This story is about what did Jack gift his mother on her birthday. Let's find out what did he present to his mother. Okay, I will read the story. Listen to it and pay your attention to the highlighted phrases in the story. One day, Jack set out to find a gift for his mother. He didn't have a wad of cash to buy something fancy, but he was determined to find something special. In the village, he saw vendors selling baskets of berries and jars of honey. Those were nice, but didn't seem special to him. He walked on, passing a herd of cattle and a flock of sheep in a field. Then he saw it. On a rocky hillside was a stand of heather. It was such a lovely color. He climbed the hill and picked a bouquet of flowers for his mother. So, I hope that you like the story. Did you find out what did Jack gift her mother? Yes, he gifted a bouquet of flowers to his mother. And children, did you pay your attention to the highlighted phrases? Okay, let's see them. A wad of cash, baskets of berries, jars of honey, a herd of cattle, a flock of sheep, a bouquet of flowers. What are these? What do we call them, children? They are known as collective nouns. What is a collective noun? A collective noun is a word or phrase used to represent a group of people, animals, or things. There are three types of collective nouns. They are collective nouns for people, collective nouns for animals, and collective nouns for things. Here are some examples for collective nouns for people. In the first picture, you can see a group of musicians. We call them as a band of musicians. In the next picture, there is a group of soldiers. They are known as an army of soldiers. In the third picture, there are some students in a classroom. We call them as a class of students. Then you can see some sailors on a ship. They are known as a crew of sailors. In the last picture, you can see a lot of people. We call them as a crowd of people. Let's see some collective nouns for animals. Can you see some fish here? To a group of fish we call a shoal of fish or a school of fish. Can you see some cattle in the next picture? They are called as a herd of cattle. Here you can see some bees together. They are known as a swarm of bees. In the next picture, there are some chickens. We call them as a brood of chickens. Can you see some cute puppies in the last picture? They are called as a litter of puppies. Collective nouns for things. In the first picture, we can see some sticks tied together. To a collection of sticks, we call a bundle of sticks. Can you see some fruits in a basket? We call them as a basket of fruits. You can see some bananas here. Together, we can call them as a comb of bananas. When we take some keys together, we call them as a bunch of keys. You can see some pearls in the last picture. Together, they are called as a string of pearls. Pay your attention to these phrases. A shoal of fish, a swarm of bees. These two phrases refer to a groups of animals. But you have to remember that you can't use the same phrase for both groups. For an example, for a group of fish, we call a shoal of fish. But for a group of bees, we call a swarm of bees. You can't use the same collective noun for both groups. There are some specific collective nouns for each group. Let's see some more examples. In the first picture, there are some judges. To a group of judges, we call as a panel of judges. There are some cricketers in the next picture. Together, they are called as a team of players. Here, there is a set of thieves. They are known as a gang of thieves. We can call a choir of singers to a group of singers. This is a picture of some birds together flying in the sky. We can call them as a flock of birds. Here there is a group of elephants. We call them as a herd of elephants. We can say a pack of wolves when there are some wolves together. In this last picture, you can see some kittens together. They are called as a litter of kittens. When we see mountains together, we can say a range of mountains. Here in the next picture, can you see some biscuits in a packet? Yes, it is called as a packet of biscuits. In the next picture, we can see some stars in the sky. They are together known as a galaxy of stars. In the last picture, we can see some ships in the sea. To a group of ships, we can say a fleet of ships. Now, let's see the collective nouns that we have learnt so far. Under the collective nouns for people, we have learnt a band of musicians, an army of soldiers, a class of students, a crew of sailors, a crowd of people, a panel of judges, a team of players, a gang of thieves, and a choir of singers. Under the collective nouns for animals, we have learnt a shoal of fish, a herd of cattle, a swarm of bees, a brood of chickens, a litter of puppies, a litter of kittens, a flock of birds, a herd of elephants, and a pack of wolves. Collective nouns for things: a bundle of sticks, a basket of fruits, a comb of bananas, a bunch of keys, a string of pearls, a range of mountains, a packet of biscuits, a galaxy of stars, and a fleet of ships. Now let's see how to use collective nouns. Collective nouns can be used with a singular verb or with a plural verb. If the group is acting as a single unit, we can use a singular verb. If the group members are acting as individuals, we can use a plural verb. Now look at these two sentences. A pride of lions is sitting under a tree, or a pride of lions are sitting under a tree. Which sentence is correct? Well, sometimes a pride of lions is sitting is correct, and sometimes a pride of lions are sitting is correct. It depends on the context. Let me explain it. Look at this picture. What are these lions doing? Yes, they are hunting. Here, they are working as a team. They are doing the same thing at the same time. In this case, we can say the pride of lions is hunting. Look at these lions. Are they hunting? No, today they are not hunting. They are resting. Some lions are sleeping, 2 lions are standing, while a cub is playing with its mother. So, they are doing different things. They are not working as a team. They are not doing the same thing at the same time. Therefore, here we can say the pride of lions are resting. Now you can understand the difference. The pride of lions is hunting, but the pride of lions are resting. Okay, children. As you have learned a lot about collective nouns, shall we do an activity? In this activity, you have to match the phrases with the words and make collective nouns. In front of the words, you have to write the letter of the most suitable phrase. Look at the phrases that you have. A herd of, a team of, a shoal of, a flock of, a basket of, a swarm of, a choir of, a crowd of, a fleet of. These are the words that you have: birds, fruits, people, cows, ships, singers, fish, players, and bees. Take your time and do the activity. I hope that you have done the activity. So, Let's check the answers. What is the most suitable phrase that we can use for birds? Yes, we can say a flock of birds. What about fruits? Yes, we can use the phrase a basket of fruits. Then, what goes with people? The phrase that goes with people is a crowd of people. Then, cows? Yes, we can call it a herd of cows. Then, how about ships? What is the most suitable phrase? We can use the phrase a fleet of ships. What is the most suitable phrase for singers? Yes, it is a choir of. So we can say a choir of fish. Can you tell me the most suitable phrase for fish? Yes, you are correct. It's a shoal of fish. Then, what is the phrase that we can use for players? Yes, we can use a team of players. The last word is bees. With that, we can use a swarm of bees. Here there is another activity for you. Here you have to select the most suitable word out of the given 3 words to complete the sentences. Pause the video and write the answers. Play the video again to check the answers. Okay. Shall we check the answers, children? Look at the first sentence. A swarm of bees, ants, bugs flew about in the woods. What is the word that goes with a swarm of? Yes, a swarm of bees flew about in the woods. Second sentence. We saw a flock of rabbits, pigs, or birds flying in the sky. What is the answer you wrote here? We saw a flock of birds flying in the sky. Sentence number 3. A gang of thieves, pilots, teachers entered to the bank. What is the word that goes with a gang of? A gang of thieves entered to the bank. Number 4. The girl collected a bunch of pearls, leaves, flowers from the hedges. How did you complete the sentence? The girl collected a bunch of flowers from the hedges. Number 5. Father had a bowl of bananas, soup, chocolate before dinner. What is the word that we can write with a bowl of? Yes, the word is soup. So the sentence is Father had a bowl of soup before dinner. Sentence number 6. We have seen a brood of chickens, wolves, sparrows in my uncle's farm. What is the correct answer? Yes, the answer should be chickens. Then the sentence is we have seen a brood of chickens in my uncle's farm. The last sentence. I kept the bunch of soap, keys, shoes on the table. What is the word that goes with The bunch of, it is keys. I kept the bunch of keys on the table. So I hope that you have done this activity correctly. Okay children, we'll do one more activity. Here there are 7 sentences. Think of the collective nouns that we have learned today and complete the sentences. Pause the video until you finish writing the answers. Then play it again to check your answers. I hope that you have completed the sentences. Let's see the answers. First sentence. There was a blank of kittens hiding underneath our house. What did you write here? The correct answer should be there was a litter of kittens hiding underneath our house. Sentence number 2. A scary blank of wolves could be heard in the distance. What did you write here, children? If you have written the word pack, that is the correct answer. A scary pack of wolves could be heard in the distance. Sentence number 3. Swimming gracefully through the ocean was a blank of fish. Swimming gracefully through the ocean was a shoal of fish is the correct sentence. If you have written school of fish, that is also correct. Sentence number 4. The war was almost over as an blank of soldiers made their way through the fields. How did you complete the sentence? If you have written the word army, your answer is correct. The war was almost over as an army of soldiers made their way through the fields. Number 5. A blank of people could be seen cheering as their soccer team arrived. The correct answer is crowd. A crowd of people could be seen cheering as their soccer team arrived. Sentence number 6. In the distance, a blank of lions could be heard roaring. What did you write here? If you have written pride, that is the correct answer. In the distance, a pride of lions could be heard roaring. The last sentence. A blank of musicians played on the street. What do we call to a group of musicians? Yes, it's a band of musicians. A band of musicians played on the street. Okay children, look at this activity. It is taken from your textbook. It is in page 19. I hope that you can do this activity alone. Here there are 2 more activities taken from the workbook page 9. Try to do these 2 activities also. Okay children, that is all for today. Before we wind up the lesson, let's recall what we have learned today. Today we have learned what is a collective noun, different types of collective nouns and how to use collective nouns. I hope that you all have enjoyed the lesson. Hope to meet you again with another interesting lesson. Until that, take care.